All week long here, Minnesota Live is highlighting Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Breast cancer is the most common invasive cancer diagnosed in women across every racial and ethnic group in Minnesota. That's according to the Department of Health.
So each year in the state, around 4,800 women are diagnosed with breast cancer. And 6 years ago, Erica Campbell was one of them. So
Erica is here to share how she is now cancer-free and the excitement about that fact. She also wants to help other women in the early stages of breast cancer's diagnosis to kind of let them know that there is hope. She has written a book. It's called The Mastectomy I Always Wanted. Erica, thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
I learned about you from a friend of mine. She is your neighbor, and she was telling us about your journey. Your journey with breast cancer, though, actually started before you were diagnosed. It kind of runs in your family.
Yes. About 20 years ago, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she had a really difficult, challenging battle, and unfortunately passed away. And so for the next several years, I put myself in an advocacy place to make sure that I got early screening, that I got to really make sure I had my mammograms and took care of my own health as a priority.
Yeah.
When I was then diagnosed 15 years later, it was really my opportunity to rewrite my mom's story, to really hopefully have a different outcome. And so yes, today I am cancer-free. And I made some really powerful choices in order to do that.
I want to drill into this a little bit more, into the specifics, because your mother, when she was diagnosed, she chose to have a lumpectomy.
Yeah.
And the cancer kept coming back, and eventually the cancer is what killed her.
Yeah.
So you wrote the book, which I don't know if everyone caught that, but the title itself, it jumps out at you because you said it's the mastectomy you've always wanted. So you watched your mom go through this, and at that moment, you think things could have changed for her had she done that.
Yeah. The thing that they don't talk about when you hear of the choice between a lumpectomy and a mastectomy, certainly they're different physically. A lumpectomy just takes the small part of the cancer. The lumpectomy and a mastectomy is far more invasive. But it's really about the mindset and the mental journey. And I think one of the things that I benefited from was choosing that mastectomy. It was the one I always wanted, making sure it felt like a choice rather than a punishment. But also it gave me this sense of mental clarity and peace of mind after the surgery was over. I can't get breast cancer again because I don't have real breasts anymore. And I feel really confident in that choice.
You say that there was a moment that changed your outlook on breast cancer as a patient.
Yeah.
Will you share that moment with us?
When I was diagnosed, as you can imagine, I was full of anxiety and fear and confusion, even after, what I should have known through my mom's experience. Yeah. But there was a woman at work who I didn't know very well. And after I announced to my team that I was having this double mastectomy, she pulled me aside and she said, I've had the same surgery 5 years ago. And I know this may seem awkward, but would you like to see my breasts? And I was like, oh my gosh, this is work, this is professional. But yes,
yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And she took the courage. We locked ourselves in a bathroom, and she took off her shirt, and her breasts looked so real and so natural. And it gave me this vision, this hope of it's going to be a really challenging time for me in a double mastectomy, but I know what it's going to look like on the other side now based on this vulnerability. And that is the moment I had vision and I had hope, and it changed my mindset of I can do this. Mm-hmm. And that made all the difference.
This book it's very, you're very open, you're very honest. I think it's fantastic from what I read of it, and you are showing pictures of your journey from the beginning to the end, which is very courageous, but it's got to be so beneficial for people.
Yeah, the women that have received copies of this book that are newly diagnosed find it life-changing, because these photos are not normally available. I went to my physician and I said, tell me, what is this going to look like? What is it going to feel like? And he just said, trust me. I said, but can you show me a picture?
Yeah.
And, that wasn't available at the time. And so between my experience where I was able to see what the future looked like, and so many women asking me over the years, hey, can you share some photos? That's what made me decide to write the book, because I just felt like knowledge is power. And it's going to give women more opportunities to see before, during, and after. And I think vulnerability is a superpower. Mm-hmm. And that's what I want to do, is help other women make better choices.
I liked the book because it's short. It's an easy read. As you mentioned, there are a lot of pictures. you could have gone a different way, right? You could have written a book about every detail of it in a thick thing. Is there a reason it's kind of short and small and compact?
Yeah, I mean, when a woman is now newly diagnosed, there are so many choices, decisions, conversations that they face. They don't have time to read a long book. And so I made it intentionally short. There's a lot of passages even that read like poetry, because there's so many things that are coming at you that you just want to express in just short ways. I even made the book intentionally short. It can fit in your purse, because it's not a coffee table book per se. It's really something that a woman might want to walk out of her physician's office or walk out of a coffee shop with a friend, put it in her purse and read it later on in the privacy of her own home, to really have that opportunity to know what it's like, but in a way that feels comfortable for them.
At what point in your recovery did you decide that I want to share this journey, I want to write this down, I want to create a book to help others?
I kept getting women reach out to me who say, I heard about you from a friend or a sister, and I've been newly diagnosed, can you help? And so I would have these conversations with women, and then I would find myself like texting these photos to them, and it happened so often. And it was so beneficial to those women. I thought, you know what? I want to make this on a larger scale so that I can help more women, not just the ones that I knew in my immediate circle, but a wider community of women.
Were you always open like this, or is this something new for you?
I think after my mom's journey, I just really had an opportunity to look at life through this lens of authenticity and vulnerability. And that's where we get to connect and help others. And, you know, I watched my mom have some really vulnerable conversations with other cancer patients, and what that connection made for the two of them in those moments. And so I have been always a little bit more vulnerable and authentic, because I do think that's where women win, and that's where we can help each other.
How did you find out? Was it a annual screening? Did you notice something first? Like, how did that work for you?
Yep. It was an annual screening, and it was one of those where I have dense breasts, where it's sometimes hard to see cancers. And so I was also asked to come back for a ultrasound. And then I was asked to come back for a biopsy. And I was like, ooh, that feels like we're on a path here.
Yeah.
And so it was really that biopsy that diagnosed it. It was not something I could feel to the touch. You know, you hear a lot of people who talk about feeling the lumps. And that's why I really advocate for early detection and making sure everyone gets a mammogram.
Everyone's journey with breast cancer is so different, right? There's no one right or wrong way about it. Is there anything about your journey that you wish you would have known earlier, that you learned halfway through and think it's such an important part for women going through this to know?
It's about trust, right? How much important trust in yourself and trust in your care team is. You know, it's important to know that the inner voice in your head, that's the one that's going to make the best decision for you. And so it's about self-trust and trust in your care team. If you don't trust your care team, it's okay to get a second opinion. It's okay to get a different doctor. But I think the trust of yourself and others is the most important part of the journey.
Your care team, talk about them a little bit. My wife had breast cancer, and her care team to this day, I mean, they hold such a special place in her heart. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, my physician was fantastic. And in fact, we talk about trust. Many times he would say, you know, I know this sounds scary, and I know that this doesn't maybe look right for you. I'd look down at my chest and I'd have scars that looked really scary. And he'd say, trust me. And you know, not only my doctor, but even the nursing team, I spent a lot of time with them. You know, you go for lots of follow-up appointments. I'm sure your wife had that, and lots of conversations. And you know, you really have to not only trust them, but know that they have got your back.
This book is great. It really is. I was very taken about the pictures. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
And those pictures, I didn't realize the pictures don't exist like that. So it's great.
Thanks for being vulnerable and for writing it. And if you know somebody going through breast cancer, this is a definite book that they need to have. Erica, it was a delight to have you on.
Thank you so much.
We'll put a link where you can purchase her book, The Mastectomy I Always Wanted, on MinnesotaLive.com.
All right, tomorrow on Minnesota Live, our conversations about breast cancer continue with a way that you can help fund breast cancer research